Hey y'all, it's me Lauren, aka Loso Natural. Welcome back to my channel. If you aren't a current subscriber, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I promise you won't regret it. If you aren't familiar with who I am and what I talk about on my channel, I love talking about natural skincare, hygiene, fragrance, black-owned businesses, and everything that feels good to my soul. So if I love it, I'm going to talk to you about it because you might love it too. Y'all, I recently hit 1,000 subscribers at the beginning of January, and I said, let me share some tips for my fellow YouTubers that are trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. If you're interested in seeing this video and hearing about these tips that I can give you from my own experience, stay tuned. I have to apologize first for the background noise. The dryer is going and I just want to get this video out. God put it on my heart to do this video, and even though I don't know it all, and I have to preface this video by saying what works for me might not 100% work for you, and what works for you might not 100% work for me, but you can take my tips and tweak them to fit you. And yeah, I'm a person that just believes if it's gonna work for you, it's gonna work for you. 1,000 people might have done what you did and it didn't work for them, but you were the one it worked for. So I don't want to contradict myself because I do feel like these tips can work if you work them for you. Just don't think if you copy exactly what I did to the T, it's going to work for you. No, take my tips, tweak them for you, and hopefully you will flourish. All right, y'all. Also, I'm sitting on the floor. This is a super chill video. Y'all see? Chill. But I wanted to catch that lighting, y'all. So y'all might see me sitting here more often. But y'all know me. If you know me, you know me. I like to jump into the content. And I have my iPad right here. I took down notes that I wanted to share for you all. So if I'm not looking right at you, I'm looking right here. So to start off, my first tip is to be as consistent as you can be. I'm not saying you have to post every day. I'm not saying post at least 3 times a week. I'm just saying as consistent as you can be, do that. For me, I started my YouTube channel in 2019 and I didn't get 100 subscribers until the beginning of 2021. I'm lying. I didn't get my first 100 subscribers until the beginning of 2022. So at January 1, 2022, I don't even think I had 100 yet. I don't think I got 100 till maybe February, maybe even March. So for me to get that 1,000 in a year time period, whereas I've had my YouTube for 3 years, that just shows what I did in these past couple months worked for me. And so I just want to say that a lot of times we start something and then we put doubt into ourselves. We're like, you know, my first video only got 10 views. I'm not built for this. Nobody wants to see me. No. I don't make too many promises because for me, only God can keep a promise for real, for real. He's the only one that can see you through. But I can tell you that you are more likely to reach a goal if you keep going. If you stop, you're 100% not going to get there. Whatever goal you set, if you stop, it's not going to happen. But I want to say guarantee you that if you keep going, It might not be when you think you're going to reach your goal, your mark, but if you keep going, can't nobody stop you, okay? You're going to reach your goal. And for me, I was like, I'm not going to get to 1,000. It seemed like I'm never going to get to 1,000 when it took me years to get to 100, but I was being inconsistent. I was just posting a video every so often, every couple months. I literally was not posting consistently. And as soon as I started posting consistently, not only are you putting out more content for more views, you're getting more comfortable in front of the camera, you're getting better with editing. For me, I edit everything. I've edited every video that I have. I've done everything. So now I am mastering my craft that way. I'm getting more comfortable in front of the camera. It's just like, by being consistent, it helps you in a variety of ways. I don't want to spend too much time on each bullet point I have for you all, but I just want to say, you will get there if you keep going. You won't if you stop. The decision is up to you. Also, my last point on being consistent, for me, I don't have a post schedule. I'm hoping to get there one day, but for me as a mom, I record when I can, I edit the next opportunity I can, and I post it pretty much as soon as I edit, because for me, my ideas keep coming and coming and coming, and I feel like if I try to post it on a schedule, it's just going to back me up in some way, because I feel like if I have all these ideas, I'm gonna put them out there. Okay, so that's why y'all see me post when I do. I might have 3 videos one day and no video next week. I'm sorry, that's just how I'm working right now. The next suggestion is to create YouTube Shorts. YouTube is promoting their new features, so YouTube Shorts is one of their newer features. And for me, I have gotten a number of subscribers from one YouTube Short, more than half of the YouTube videos that I have, whether it's 20 subscribers. Like, that's a big deal, because some of your YouTube videos you will get no subscribers. So if you can get 20 from a YouTube Short, baby, sign me up. I know it depends on what type of content you're creating, the topic of your YouTube Short, but just be creative. If you can create short form content, usually it is quicker to create. I don't have a lot to say about YouTube Shorts, but utilize it if you can. It is something that takes work a little bit, because it's like, how do I put my ideas into a YouTube Short and convey it? Now, I will also say, don't just post to post, okay? Because if you're putting out trash content, then people are going to be like, this is trash. So don't just post something random on your YouTube Shorts just to do it. Like, no, just take a little bit of time to create an idea and do it. I hope I'm making sense. The next suggestion is maybe the most important suggestion, and that is be yourself. Be yourself 100% authentically, okay? Because YouTube can be oversaturated in some ways, but how you stand out is you being yourself. Don't try to be like anybody else, because you're gonna come off fraudulent, okay? I feel like a lot of people can vibe with me because I'm just myself, and that's it, point blank, period. I don't try to be like anybody else. Now, can I get inspiration? Yes, in many different ways, from my editing style to topics. Like, you can take inspiration from people, but don't copy them. And your quirks can set you apart, because as much as you think you're different, you are different 100%, but there are other people like you, and people are like, oh my God, that is me, she is me. Even though, you know, you're not 100% the same, people can see themselves in you, especially when you have your quirks, because everybody has quirks in some way. Okay, all right. Also, another thing is Be creative, because the YouTube platform can be oversaturated. If you're creative, that's also what sets you apart. Your personality, also in how you present your content, how you talk about it. Me, I'm sitting on the floor. That's not necessarily being creative, but I changed the background. All right, I changed my lighting. I'm just being creative as well as just being myself. Right now, the light is right there, so I'm sitting on the floor. You know, that's not the best example of being creative. Being creative can be like using music. It can be, you know, doing a video outside, whether you are a perfume reviewer or whatever. Like, sit on your back porch and do a review. You know, be creative, or, you know, get a friend to review something with you, whatever. Implement that idea in whatever type of content you create. I promise you, you will have better outcomes. Another suggestion is to create an intro video. For me, my intro video is about 28 seconds. It's a little longer than a lot of other people's intros, because some people's is like 5 seconds, some is 10 seconds, some is 15. Mine, I just made sure to put everything I wanted you to know. Like, if you don't watch anything else from my video, you're gonna know that I do natural skincare, hygiene, fragrance, Black-owned businesses, and you know, it just lets you know who I am, just in case you don't watch any more of my video. Now, you don't have to have an intro video, because there are people that don't. But for me, it worked for me. Once I started doing intro video, that is just something I'm telling y'all that worked for me. Now, I have made all my intro videos. I'm a creative person. I love making things. So, you know, some people might not like my intro and some people might love it. It's all subjective. But, you know, if you need me to help you make one, let me know, okay? I can help you with that. I can give you some ideas. Or if you want to give me a couple dollars, I will make it for you, okay? Like, that was kind of a joke, but I'm also being for real. I don't mind helping. All right, all right. Now, another thing, I'm a person that does anticipatory rebuttals. It's like I say one thing, but then I think on the other hand how I can refute what I just said. I'm a person, I'm an overthinker in that way. It's like if I say something, you know, that's 100% true, but I could also 100% see how that's wrong. So my next tip is to plan out content / be spontaneous. How do you plan out stuff and be spontaneous at the same time? You do both in moderation. For me, I'm a person that takes notes on my iPad. Like, all y'all saw was probably fingerprints, but I take a lot of notes, like my layering combos, etc., all on my iPad. Even content that I think I want to produce, I write it down. I don't say on this date I want to do this on this date, but I'm like, for upcoming videos, I make a list. I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this. But then I try to get around to that content, but there's some days where life is lifing, or I come up with a bomb layering combo, or I'm out and it's sunny and I'm doing something with my daughter and I want to record. Like, I'm also spontaneous. If I see a moment and it's presenting itself and it's not content that I previously wrote down, I'm gonna do it. And a lot of times that content is the stuff that gets more views. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Plan out content, but also be spontaneous at times. Also, another tip that I myself am still working on is to be more interactive. Once you hit 500 subscribers, you can use the community tab. And I was so pressed when I hit 500 subscribers, because a couple weeks later, it's like, oh, you can now use the community tab. I'm like, oh my God, I can send messages, I can post pictures, I can yada, yada, yada. Yes, be interactive. Me, I don't use the community tab like I probably should, but I do use it occasionally. I'm going to start using it more, but that is it. Okay. Another thing is thumbnails. Thumbnails are very, 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 very important. I have had fire videos that nobody has watched because my thumbnails were not top tier. I'm getting better with my thumbnails. This is one thing that you kind of have to copy people a little bit. You kind of have to look at what thumbnails are getting a lot of views and try to replicate that in your own way. A lot of thumbnails that I created were creative in my eyes, but I guess other people didn't think so. So, thumbnails are very important. You want to make sure, your title is clear, precise. It is actually representing what your video is about. Thumbnails are very important because people are not going to click on your video if your thumbnail is not on point. The next thing is prime time posting. And what I mean by that is if Bath and Body Works is releasing a scent, I'm not saying go out your way to do this stuff, but this is just an example. If they drop the scent on the 21st, make sure you're at the store on the 21st so you can be one of the first people to post about it. Because after a week, I don't want to see any more Cocoa Paradise videos. I don't want to see any more tropical release videos. I have watched all the ones the first 2-3 days it came out, and then I'm over it. So post at prime time, like new releases. Yeah, I don't want to make this video too long, but yeah, just post at prime time. Hopefully you understand what I mean by that. It's like you want to be the first, one of the first. Oh, another example, like when the Finery dropped, I did a video and that video has a couple thousand views because I was on it. Even though I did not purchase anything in the store, I was there to talk about it. So it's not like you have to buy even when there are new releases. It's just like talk about the new releases when they are first released. Okay. The next thing is cross promote your content on other social media platforms. If you have an Instagram, drop your YouTube video link. If you're on TikTok, make sure your Instagram and your YouTube channel is linked. For me, I started a TikTok just so I can have a flow of people from TikTok to YouTube. Now, I only have like 100 followers on TikTok because I don't devote a lot of time to TikTok, but I'm hoping to grow my TikTok so I can have more of an influx and flow from TikTok to YouTube. You're welcome. Another thing is analyze and make use of your YouTube studio. That is something that is very important. I often check my YouTube studio to see how my videos are doing compared to my other content. And when you analyze the data, that can help you see what is popular, what people like, and so on. It tracks your views, it tracks your likes, it tracks your comments. And YouTube Studio helps me be more interactive because, my comments will come on there and I can respond right through YouTube Studio. So if you aren't using YouTube Studio, I don't know what you're doing. YouTube Studio is a must. If you don't know, to be monetized on YouTube, you need 1,000 subscribers and you need 4,000 watch hours. For me, I hit 1,000 subscribers, let's say between 1 week and 3 weeks between when I hit 1,000 subscribers and when I hit 4,000 watch hours. So mine happened pretty closely. Some people hit 4,000 watch hours before they hit 1,000. It can work either way. But for me, I was pretty close. And Yeah, sometimes it's easy to get 1,000 subscribers and really hard to get 4,000 watch hours. And that's why posting consistently and often is key, because you want to hit 4,000 watch hours. You don't want to have 1,000 subscribers and then you can't get monetized for a year. That's kind of over exaggerating, probably, but still, like, yeah, be consistent. And when you are consistent, you will get subscribers and you will get watch hours. They'll both be coming to you. And I think, oh, I have two more important tips. One is to be mindful of your video lengths. Too long videos can be unappealing, and if it's too short, it's going to be harder for you to reach your 4,000 watch hours. So find a happy medium, because it's some content that I like to watch that is long, but it's some I'm like, all right, I'm 25 minutes into it, I can't take no more, click out. So, you know, I know I have videos that are over 25 minutes too, but you know, just be mindful of that. If all of your videos are like 40 minutes and you don't have no subscribers, you probably should have broke up that video into two or something, because, you know, the younger generation has a short attention span. Yeah. But again, if it's too short, you're not going to hardly get any watch hours. You're going to need a lot of people to watch that short content. So be mindful of that. And my last tip, which I'm starting to get into more myself, is to collab with other YouTubers. If you have 500 subscribers and the person you collab with has 500 subscribers and y'all team up together, even though y'all probably do have some overlapping followers, if you're in the same field, the same like niche, you know, you still can gain followers from collabs. Now, collabs is not all about getting subscribers, but that is a way to grow, all right? And collabing is another form of being creative and, you know, doing something different on your channel. And by me just talking about niche, when I just said that, that just sparked another thing I wanted to talk about. Having a niche is semi kind of a thing, but don't feel like that's the only content you can put out. That's why I didn't niche it down to just fragrance or just beauty or just hygiene. It's like natural skincare, hygiene, fragrance, black owned businesses, and what? Everything that feels good to my soul, which literally means any and everything I want to talk about, I can. And I did that for a reason, but it's literally the truth. Like, I'm going to talk to y'all about whatever feels good to my soul. And sometimes niching down too much can put you in a box and you feel like my people are only here for Bath and Body Works content. So what happens when I stop posting about Bath and Body Works, or I do a video on something else? You know, are people going to unsubscribe? Or, you know, I just want you to think about that. Like, don't niche down too much, because it's like, if you are 100% genuine, a lot of people are going to watch your content because of you, not necessarily all about what you're talking about. Of course, they're there for what you're talking about, but a lot of people want to see you and your personality. So those are the things I wanted to mention. I hope this helps somebody. Feel free to, you know, drop comments, ask questions, etc. I'm here to answer them. If this helped you, let me know. I love to hear that comment too. If you want to collab with me, let me know, because I am down for it. And yeah, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. All right, share this content with somebody that's trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. All right, thanks for watching. Love you guys.